Hello, and welcome back to English Speaking Corner. This is your quiet space to practice English, to listen, to repeat, and to build the confidence you need for the real world. I am Sarah.
And I am Mark. It is great to have you here with us today. If you are listening to this, it means you are ready to take another step in your English journey. You are ready to move beyond just understanding words and start using them to connect with people.
Exactly, Mark. Today, we have a very special lesson planned. We're going to tackle a problem that almost every English learner faces. It is something we call robot mode.
Robot mode. That sounds a bit scary, Sarah. What exactly do we mean by robot mode?
Well, think about how students often learn English in the beginning. They learn lists of sentences. For example, a student might say, I woke up, I ate breakfast, I drank coffee, I went to work.
I see. The sentences are correct, the grammar is perfect, but it sounds a little bit stiff. It sounds like a machine is talking, not a person.
That is exactly right. When we speak like that, we are treating every sentence like a separate island. There's no bridge between them. And because there are no bridges, the conversation feels choppy. It does not flow.
And real fluency is all about flow. It's about connecting your thoughts so that the listener can follow your story easily.
So today, we are going to fix that. We are going to build those bridges. We are going to take a simple morning routine, something you do every single day, and we are going to learn how to glue the sentences together.
We are going to turn that robotic list into a smooth, natural story. And the best part? You don't need to learn difficult vocabulary to do this. You just need a few small, powerful words.
We call these glue words. And by the end of this episode, you'll be able to talk about your morning with a rhythm that sounds professional and confident. Before we start, make sure you are in a comfortable place. Maybe you have your headphones on. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Remember, there's no pressure here. This is just practice.
If you find these lessons helpful and you want to make sure you never miss a chance to practice, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep making these lessons for you.
Shall we begin, Mark?
Let's do it.
First, let us listen to the robot mode version of our story. I want you to listen carefully to the rhythm. Notice how it stops and starts. Notice how it feels a little bit cold. Mark, could you act out the robot mode for us?
Of course. Here is the routine without any glue words. I woke up at 7. I made some coffee. I listened to a podcast. I finished my coffee. I took a shower. I got dressed. I walked to the bus stop. It was raining. I took my umbrella. I arrived at work.
Thank you, Mark. Now, listeners, how did that feel?
Honestly, Sarah, it felt a little bit boring to say. I felt like I was reading a shopping list, not telling a friend about my morning.
Exactly. And when you speak like that in a real conversation, people might think you are nervous or maybe even a little bit unfriendly, even if you are not. It just lacks that human connection.
So how do we fix it? What is the secret to fixing this choppy rhythm?
The secret is using connecting words. Today, we are going to focus on 3 specific connectors, just 3. If you master these 3, you can transform almost any story.
What are the 3 words?
The first word is while, W-H-I-L-E, while.
While. That is a great word. It is used to show that 2 things are happening at the same time.
Yes, this is a magical word for making you sound busy and fluent. Instead of saying, I made coffee, I listened to a podcast. You can combine them. You can say, while I made coffee, I listened to a podcast.
That sounds so much better. While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast. It paints a picture. I can imagine you standing in the kitchen, the smell of coffee in the air, and the sound of the podcast in your ears. It's all one scene.
Exactly. It turns 2 small, choppy sentences into one long, beautiful sentence.
Okay, so that is the first word, while. What is the second word?
The second word is a phrase, actually. It is after that.
After that. This is very useful for moving the story forward.
Yes. Many students just say, then. Then I took a shower. Then I got dressed. Then I left. Using then is okay, but if you use it too much, it becomes repetitive. After that adds a little bit more variety. It sounds slightly more sophisticated.
So instead of saying, I finished my coffee, then I took a shower, we can say, I finished my coffee. After that, I took a shower.
Perfect. It signals to the listener that the first chapter is done and the next chapter is beginning.
And the third word?
The third word is so, S-O.
So, A very small word, but very powerful.
It is. We use so to connect a situation with an action. It explains why we did something. In our robot story, Mark said, "It was raining. I took my umbrella."
Right, those are two facts. But in real life, the rain is the reason I took the umbrella.
Exactly. So we use the word so to glue them together. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
It flows much better. It shows logical thinking.
So there we have our three tools: while, after that, and so. Now we are going to rebuild Mark's morning routine using these tools. We are going to do this slowly. I want you to listen to how we change the sentences, and then we will give you a chance to practice speaking them out loud.
This is the most important part. Do not just listen. You need to use your muscles. You need to speak to train your mouth to feel the new rhythm.
Let's start with the first part of the morning. Mark, give us the choppy version again.
Okay, I woke up at 7. I made some coffee. I listened to a podcast.
Okay, we have 3 sentences here. We want to combine the last 2. We want to show that making coffee and listening to the podcast happen together.
So we will use the word while.
Correct. Listen to the new version. I woke up at 7. While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast.
Listen again. Notice how Sarah pauses slightly after the word coffee. That comma in your head is important for the rhythm.
Listen again. While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast. Now, listeners, it is your turn. I want you to shadow Mark. He will say the sentence slowly. Repeat after him.
While I made coffee.
Speak out loud.
While I made coffee.
Good. Now the second half.
I listened to a podcast.
Again.
I listened to a podcast.
Now let's put it together. Try to say the whole sentence smoothly.
While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast.
One more time. Focus on the flow.
While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast.
Excellent. Do you feel the difference? You are multitasking in English.
It feels much more active. Okay, Sarah, what happens next in the story?
Let's look at the next robotic sentences. Mark said, I finished my coffee, I took a shower, I got dressed.
Okay, we have a sequence here. One thing finishes, the next thing starts.
This is the perfect place for our second glue word, after that. We can use it to bridge the gap between coffee and the shower.
So the new sentence will be, I finished my coffee. After that, I took a shower and got dressed.
Notice that we also use the word and to connect the shower and getting dressed, because those are quick actions, but the main bridge is after that.
Listen to the stress on the words, after that. We usually go up a little bit in pitch on that phrase, after that.
Yes, it grabs the listener's attention. It tells them, new topic coming. Listen to Mark say it again.
I finished my coffee. After that, I took a shower and got dressed.
Now you try. We will break it down. Repeat after Mark.
I finished my coffee.
Go ahead.
After that,
copy his intonation up a little bit. After that,
I took a shower and got dressed.
Good. Now the whole sequence. Remember to breathe.
I finished my coffee. After that, I took a shower and got dressed.
One more time. Be confident.
I finished my coffee. After that, I took a shower and got dressed.
Wonderful. You are telling a story now. You are not just listing facts.
We have one more section to fix, the commute to work.
Right. The robotic version was, I walked to the bus stop. It was raining. I took my umbrella.
This sounds a bit disjointed. It sounds like 3 bullet points on a slide.
We can fix this with our third glue word, so. We want to connect the rain and the umbrella.
So the new version is, I walked to the bus stop. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
Notice how natural that sounds. It explains the logic immediately. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
It flows together like water. Let's practice this one.
Repeat after Mark.
I walked to the bus stop.
Your turn.
It was raining.
Imagine the rain.
So I took my umbrella.
Notice the sound of so. It is not short. It is not sa. It is slightly long. So. It connects the two ideas.
Listen again. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
Try the whole thing now.
I walked to the bus stop. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
Once more.
I walked to the bus stop. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
Fantastic work. We have taken all the broken pieces and glued them together.
Now comes the real challenge. We are going to put the whole story together. We are going to narrate the entire morning routine, from waking up to arriving at the bus stop, using all our new connecting words.
This is where you build your stamina. Speaking English is not just about knowing the words. It is about having the breath and the focus to keep speaking for 30 seconds or a minute without stopping.
We will do this in 2 stages. First, I will read the full story slowly. I want you to listen and maybe whisper along with me. Just get the feel of it.
Close your eyes if it helps. Visualize the morning. Visualize the coffee, the shower, the rain. Here's the full Fluent story.
I woke up at 7. While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast. I finished my coffee. After that, I took a shower and got dressed. I walked to the bus stop. It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
That sounded so smooth, Mark. It sounds like a native speaker telling a casual story.
It feels much easier to speak, actually. When you use connecting words, you have time to think. While you are saying after that, your brain is planning the next sentence. It actually gives you more time, not less.
That is a great point. Glue words are thinking time. They are pauses that do not sound like silence.
Exactly.
Now, stage 2. This is the final practice. We are going to do a shadowing exercise. Mark is going to say the story again, sentence by sentence, but with a natural conversational speed. I want you to repeat immediately after him. Try to copy his emotion. Try to copy his melody.
Are you ready? Let's be fluent.
Go for it.
I woke up at 7.
Speak out loud.
While I made coffee, I listened to a podcast.
Keep the flow.
I finished my coffee.
Next part.
After that, I took a shower and got dressed.
Good energy.
I walked to the bus stop.
Almost there.
It was raining, so I took my umbrella.
Well done. Take a deep breath. You just spoke a full paragraph of English with complex structures, and you did it perfectly.
How did that feel? Did you feel less like a robot and more like a storyteller?
I hope so. The beauty of these 3 words, while, after that, and so, is that you can use them for anything. You can use them for your workday. You can use them for your weekend. You can use them to tell someone about your vacation.
Let's give them a little challenge, Sarah. A homework assignment, but a fun one.
I love challenges. What should they do?
I want you to think about your own morning routine. Not my routine, but yours. Maybe you do not drink coffee. Maybe you drink tea. Maybe you do not listen to a podcast. Maybe you watch the news. Maybe you do not take the bus. Maybe you drive.
Right. Take your real life facts.
Write down 3 choppy sentences about your morning, just the facts, and then try to use our glue words to connect them.
Can you give us an example of a different variation? Maybe for someone who drives to work.
Sure. Let's say, I drove to work. There was traffic. I was late.
That is very robotic. How would you fix that with our glue words?
I would use so. I drove to work. There was traffic, so I was late.
Perfect. Or maybe someone who exercises.
Okay. I woke up. I did yoga. I stretched my back.
How would you use while there?
While I did yoga, I stretched my back. Or maybe I woke up. After that, I did yoga.
You see, the tools work for everyone. So that is your task. Tomorrow morning, when you are actually doing your routine, I want you to narrate it in your head. Say to yourself, while I am brushing my teeth, I am looking in the mirror.
After that, I will go to the kitchen.
Talking to yourself is one of the best ways to practice because nobody is judging you. You can make mistakes and correct them instantly.
Sarah, before we finish, I think we should talk a little bit about pronunciation of these glue words. Sometimes small errors in pronunciation can disrupt the flow we are trying to create.
That is a very good idea. Let's look at while again. A common mistake I hear is people cutting the word short. They say while I made coffee.
Right. It needs to be open. You need to hear the I sound. While.
Let's practice just that sound. Open your mouth wide for the I. While.
While.
While I made coffee.
While I made coffee.
Good. And for after that, the trick is the connection between the R and the TH. After that.
In American English, the R is strong. After that. In British English, it might be softer, but the important thing is that you do not stop. Do not say after. That. It is one unit. After that.
Almost like it is one word. After that.
Let's try it. After that.
After that.
After that, I ate breakfast.
After that, I ate breakfast.
And finally, so. The mistake here is usually making it too short, like I mentioned before. If you say it too fast, it was raining, so I took my umbrella. It sounds a bit aggressive.
Right. It sounds rushed. We want calm confidence. So give the word a little bit of time to breathe. So. It was raining, so.
It acts as a cushion in the sentence. It softens the transition.
Let's practice the soft so.
So.
So I took my umbrella.
So I took my umbrella.
These small pronunciation details are the difference between speaking English and speaking English beautifully.
Absolutely. It is not just about grammar. It is about the music of the language.
You know, Mark, many people think they need to speak fast to be fluent. They hear native speakers talking quickly in movies and they try to copy that speed. But when you try to speak fast before you are ready, you usually end up stumbling.
That is true. Speed is not fluency. Smoothness is fluency. It is better to speak slowly and smoothly with good connections than to speak fast and choppy.
That is why we practice slowly here. We are building the muscle memory. Once your mouth knows the shape of the sentences, the speed will come naturally. You do not need to force it.
So please, do not rush. Take your time with these shadowing exercises. If you need to rewind this video and listen to the story again, do it. Repetition is how we learn.
Let's do one final full run-through of the story, just to make sure we have it locked in before we go. This time, Mark, why don't you change one detail? Let's keep the listener on their toes.
Oh, a pop quiz. Okay, I will change one detail in the story. You have to listen carefully and spot the difference.
Listeners, are you ready? Shadow along, but listen for the change.
I woke up at 7. While I made tea, I listened to a podcast. I finished my tea. After that, I took a shower and got dressed. I walked to the bus stop. It was snowing, so I took my coat.
Oh, did you catch that? There were a few changes there.
I changed coffee to tea, and I changed the weather.
It was snowing, so I took my coat.
Did you notice that the structure remained exactly the same? I just swapped the vocabulary bricks, but the cement, the glue words, stayed the same.
That is the power of patterns. Once you know the pattern, situation, so, action, you can plug in any words you want. It was snowing, so I took my coat. It was sunny, so I wore sunglasses. It was late, so I ran.
Infinite possibilities from one simple structure.
We really hope this lesson has helped you see that you are closer to fluency than you think. You do not need to memorize the entire dictionary. You just need to learn how to connect what you already know.
Stop being a robot. Be a storyteller. Use while. Use after that. Use so.
If you enjoyed this calm way of learning, please let us know in the comments. Tell us, which glue word is your favorite? Do you like while, or do you prefer so? We love reading your sentences.
And if you have a friend who is also learning English and struggles with speaking confidence, share this video with them. Maybe you can practice your morning routines together.
We will be back soon with another lesson to help you find your voice. Until then, keep listening, keep repeating, and keep speaking.
Goodbye for now.
See you next time.
Remember, while you go about your day, practice your English.
After that, you will feel great.
So have a wonderful day.
Bye.